An Abbotsford woman has just completed a remarkable ultramarathon in Thailand. Jenny Quilty ran 170 kilometers, beating out the second-place runner by almost a full hour. And Jenny is joining us now via Zoom. Jenny, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
This is a major win for you, not to mention the fact that the next competitor was almost an hour behind you. How does it feel?
I'm overwhelmed for sure. It was, a remarkable experience and just honestly a true deep joy for everything that came out of the hard work leading up to this and out of the race day and a bit now, in the 27 and some hours.
Yeah. Okay. So you're all, give us, what was your actual time? 27 hours, how many minutes?
I believe it was 27:29. I could be wrong.
Okay, but about 27 and a half hours. So you are pretty much going for more than a day on this course, 170 kilometers. I mean, when most people hear that, they think, why would anyone want to do that? So what motivates you? Why do you do this?
I think it's one of the most magical things to get out and see where I can go with my own 2 feet. And obviously a little bit of extra support along the way from people. There's aid stations where you can gather food and water and things like that. But it's an amazing way to see different parts of the world and to see what we're capable of as humans. And running, I honestly, a few years ago, I never would have thought that something like 100 miles would appeal to me, but it continues, and I continue to want to go further and see what I can do.
Yeah, I understand that you just started running ultramarathons in, what, 2016?
Yeah, around 2000, I think 16 might have been or 15 might have been my first, and I started off with a 50K. And I remember distinctly in 2014 when it was suggested to me that I run further and run, a 50K. I had no interest in doing that. So it has really kind of snowballed from there once I guess I've caught the bug and just really ran with it and loved the journey and loved going further and finding out that we can push limits, that we might think exist.
Yeah, and we saw the beautiful video there of you running through Chiang Mai in Thailand. Just stunning scenery that you would have seen there. But, when it comes to training for an ultra marathon as opposed to a regular marathon, what does that mean? Does it just mean more hours of running for you to prepare, or do you train differently?
Yeah, there's quite a few different factors. So you're right that some of the runs obviously need to be a bit longer. None of my long runs are anything near the full distance I'm racing at all. But having 6 or so runs per week or 6 run days per week, sometimes running twice in the same day, and then also really working on the specificity. So the race I ran had over 10,000 meters of elevation gain and loss. So getting out in the mountains, going up and down the mountains, not just running, flat roads.
Yeah, and this is not the end for you, obviously. This actually qualifies you for a very elite ultra marathon. Tell us more about your next steps.
Yeah, this race was a qualifying race as one of the majors in this series called UTMB. It's a qualifying race for UTMB in Europe, which is another 100-mile race. So running this 100-mile gets you another one. It was also a golden ticket race for Western States down in California, which is a very elite field race. Another 100-mile race that is at the end of June that I am, again, just overjoyed with the opportunity to get to put my name in.
That's incredible. And I understand that you do this all while training as a vegan athlete. How does that play into things, and do you think that's led to your success?
I think it's something that I have chosen to do because of how it's felt for my body. So I think everybody can be different that way, but it's something that has certainly always felt really good for me. One of the biggest things probably for everybody is eating enough. As runners, that's actually very hard to do with all the training that we do. So I don't have any foods I would ever call good or bad foods, but more so eating enough always. And that's a whole nother full-time job some days.
Well, whatever you're doing, it seems to be working. Jenny, congratulations once again, and good luck with your next ultra marathon.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, and stay with us. We still have lots more to come. And if you are flying domestically out of YVR soon, well, you might be able to skip the queue.